No, I think I could do that. At the end of the day, a painting is just some colored dirt on a surface. Like, that's all it really is. But when I started, I wanted to make pretty pictures, and I wanted to make, like when you start doing something, especially something like painting, you're really wrapped up in technical details, and you want to make it perfect and like make it look like the thing. And I still want to do that, but now I want to do it in different ways. The idea of like making a painting that's barely a painting.
I create because, for the most part, I feel like I have to. When I don't create, I just feel a sort of emptiness, and creating and making art just fulfills some sort of void that you can't find anywhere else in life. The times in my life where I haven't been working on a project of some sort, I realize that I get in kind of a funk, and I start, I don't know, just seeing things around me differently, and I just end up missing it a lot, so I keep coming back to it.
I still remember that first dance class. I just could tell that there was a discipline with ballet. There was a technique to it and something to strive for, but there was also this element of fun and this element of moving the body in new ways.
Every artist starts out their artistic life with like an inherited definition of what the thing is. Like, what is a sculpture? What is a painting? What is a song? Like, you start with this idea of what it is. And I think one of the jobs of an artist is to expand that definition. And to do that, I think you have to make things like make a song that's barely a song, and make a sculpture that's barely a sculpture, and make a painting that's barely a painting.
It usually starts with inspiration from an outside source, whether I'm like on a walk and I see something beautiful, or I'm listening to a song and I find it particularly moving. My mind usually jumps to, hey, why don't I try to do something like that? Because if somebody else can affect me emotionally with a piece of art, I don't see why I wouldn't try to do that.
I wouldn't feel the same every day without dancing, without having dance in my life. I feel like it's really my way to relate to the world and relate to myself.
I mean, I don't think of myself as an artist. I just think of myself as me. I mean, I just show up and I come to the studio because I have to or because I want to, and um, I don't think, oh, I'm an artist. I just think, well, I'm making this stuff right now. People ask me what I do, and I say I'm a painter. And if they want to think I paint houses, that's totally fine with me.
An artist to me is someone who feels the need to create and likes problem solving, but they create problems for themselves, artistic problems, and then they try to solve them.
It is a way for us to reflect on life. It's a way for us to reflect on our human experience in this world. Thinking of that other music that starts. Rain is just kind of like life to your hatch. So I'll try and stay a little bit closer to the music this time.
I can't think of anything else I'd want to do with my life. It's not a compulsion. Like, I have to be in the studio every day. I have to work. It's more like what else would I do? Like, I don't know. The odds are that we'll do that one first, and then we'll run into it while we're doing the other one.
To begin with, and then that guttural concave of the stomach. The hands come up to the forehead. They actually pull the forehead up before the head drops. I think questioning is a good and natural thing, because when we question, I think we become more sure in what we actually want to do.
Every time I make something, I question it. I'd hope that anybody that called them an artist wouldn't finish a piece and not question it, because where do they want to go from there if they don't question it? Like, being an artist is constantly learning and constantly bettering yourself. Not questioning it just doesn't leave any room for improvement.
Making paintings of dust and rulers, like it's not like some grand, romantic, abstract. It's like stupid things that I see in my life. It's like pieces of paper. I mean, like those are the kinds of paintings I make. So it can come any moment, and the stupider and the more obvious it is, the more I like it.
Although we can be in different disciplines, there are many similarities in how artists create. Their process might be different, but I think the overall intent or motivation is similar.
I think people have a really bad idea of what talent is. And I think at the end of the day, what talent really is the ability to make somebody else feel something. And it's not a technical thing, and it's just, can you make somebody feel something? That's what it's all about, whether it's music or painting or sculpture or film. It's just, you want to give somebody the chance to have an experience.
In the end, what drives me to work every day and continue to try to finish things is not because I want to bestow some fundamental knowledge of like my talent as a musician. I'm not trying to flaunt my theory or anything. I just want to have that piece at the end where you're like, I made this and I'm proud of it, and it came basically completely from inside my head.